Warning. The following video contains strong language, and a longtime Halo fan that understands the reason for Halo's decline in popularity and profit. Viewer discretion is advised. What's up, everybody? This is the Act Man here, and today, I want to be real. I want to speak my mind, and I want to be honest about something that has been bugging me for a long time. And that's the decline and mismanagement of the Halo franchise. Now, if you know anything about the Halo games and what they've been doing recently, then you probably know that they've been losing a lot of players, a lot of dedicated fans. They've been changing the formula so much that it's affecting the game and the franchise. And the franchise has not only been losing a lot of players, but it could also be making so much more money. It could be so much more than what it is right now. And I don't want to give people the impression that Halo is dying or that Halo 5 killed it, because it didn't. Halo is still a very strong game, a very strong franchise, and it's not dying by any means. It's declining, and it's separating the community in a way that is really damaging to the health and growth of this franchise. And I don't make videos because I hate Halo, I hate what it's becoming, and I hate Microsoft and 343 and all that stuff. I make videos and I created my channel in the hopes that I could do something, anything, to help prevent this downward spiral. I've been a Halo fan since 2002, let me just say that. Guys, I've been around this franchise for a very long time. And I started playing it in 2002 when I was way too young to be playing those games. But yet I had it, and it was one of the greatest things ever. And because of that, a lot of who I am, what I like, what I love, and what I love to do grows from Halo. It comes from Halo and from what it offered me and what it was, what it meant to me. And you know, I could go on and on and on about all my good memories I have, everything I loved about it, and so on. So just know that whenever you watch my videos, you know that you're getting an opinion from someone who has been here a long time. And so I just wanted to say, I just want to make it very clear that I don't hate the new Halo games. I don't hate 343 or Microsoft. I love some of the things that they've done with it. But the problem is, the management team who is making the decisions is royally fucking up the popularity and profit of the Halo franchise. And that's the big thing, guys, okay? And it's not just about me, us. 343 has to meet our needs because we paid $65 for the game, therefore they owe us, right? That's not everything. That's a part of it, but a big part of it is the popularity and profit that Halo generates and what it does for all of us, not just the players, right? This is a franchise that gives 343 jobs. It gives them pride to work on the Halo games. It gives them profit. It supports Microsoft. It's supposed to be the killer app, right, for the Xbox. My videos and my channel are about improving this for all of us, and how I see that the management and some of the decision making that goes on is absolutely destructive and mind-blowing, the decisions that were made and the logic behind them. And you don't even have to know the inside scoop to the stories. You don't even have to know that Halo 5 had a super troubled development. You don't need to know all the details in order to understand just how bad the management is for the franchise right now. Late Night Gaming did a tremendous thing by coming out with that information. And I appreciate you so much, Late Night, because it has inspired me to really make this video. That was an incredible thing. It took guts and balls, right? I can already tell that the game was mismanaged because of what is in the game, what the game actually is. And it's like, you just have to wonder what the hell is going on over there to create this rapid decline in popularity and profit. Right? You know, I love Halo 5. I love a lot of things about it. But I'm not blind. The series is going downhill, guys. It's declining. You can see mismanagement across the whole board with Halo 5. The beauty of what Halo was is that it used to provide something for everyone. That it created all these little sub-communities and provided great content for them, and it made them happy, and it inspired them to do great things. Whether that's making a great map, or creating a YouTube channel, or sharing the game with their friends and sharing that experience. And what's happened with Halo 5 is that so many of those sub-communities that were created and nurtured before have lost their support. Microsoft and 343 up top have stopped or slowed down the support for these sub-communities or cut them off entirely. Take, for example, Oddball. Oddball is not in the matchmaking. It always has been, but in Halo 5 it's not. My personal favorite game mode, to be honest, Oddball. I love it, right? But it's not in matchmaking. Now to compare this, look at Call of Duty Black Ops 3, right? Okay, you know, whether you like or hate COD, that's up to you, that's not the point, right? There's one game mode that I really, really love, and I play 90% of, Demolition. But if you go to Black Ops 3 right now, I guarantee you the population count for Demolition is going to be at 1%. That means 1% of all Black Ops 3 players are playing Demolition. But even though that is at 1% of the whole game, it's still there. It's there. And because it's my favorite game mode, when I play Black Ops or when I play Call of Duty, it makes me happy that it's there. It's like, yes, you know, I don't even have to think about it because I know it's going to be there. Now, when you compare this to Oddball, and this is not just for Oddball, it's for an insane amount of content, right? That's just not there, or it wasn't there, or it took an extra 8 months of development to get there. And if you go to my game modes and playlists video, I looked up every single game mode that was in past games and is not in Halo 5. And it was about 25 game modes by the time I made that video that were not in Halo 5. That's insane. That is an insane drought of content. But it's not just exclusive to the game modes, right? Split screen. Out of all the things you got rid of split screen, something that no doubt generates an insane amount of players and profit. And this decision couldn't have been made at a worse time. You have the incredibly negative reception of the Xbox One, and so many people go to Sony. They go to PlayStation 4. And then you come out with 2 Halo games, one of them completely unplayable, and the other one lacking so much content and something that would have drawn people in, right? Split screen, okay? So many of my buddies went over to Sony because of the bad PR around the Xbox One. And to understand just how bad this decision was and why it's so fucked up is I have never played Halo 5 with anybody I know personally. Not once. I have so many friends that played Halo when they were younger, that had an Xbox, a 360, and that because of Xbox One's bad PR, they all moved to Sony, right? So to have Halo 5, something that so many of my friends love, a franchise that they love, that they still love, that a part of them wants to come back, to have that game eliminate split screen and eliminate the potential for me to show off the game to them, that's fucking stupid. That's so stupid. But it's like I can't help but laugh because the people at Microsoft and 343, the management team, is cutting their own fucking balls off. You could be making an insane amount of money if you put split screen in. Word of mouth sells, okay? People come over and 3 of my friends play Halo 5 with me. They say, wow, holy shit, this is great, this is fantastic, we're having such a great time all playing together. Guess what? They're much more inclined to buy an Xbox One, to buy Halo 5, and to buy Xbox Live. That's how you generate sales, word of mouth, split screen. And for Halo 5 to eliminate that, to meet a graphical standard, I can't stress this enough, it's fucking stupid, okay? Let's talk about the campaign, right? Again, whether you like or dislike the campaign, that's up to you. That's not exactly the point. The point is, Halo 5's campaign does not stand on its own. It cannot. It is not strong enough, period. That is a fact, okay? You cannot hope to understand Halo 5's story and its characters without leaving to go to expanded material. You want to understand Locke? You gotta watch Nightfall, period. Period. That's it. You want to understand Vale, you got to read this book. You want to understand this, you got to go to that book. Oh, you want to understand who Jul Mdama is? You have to play our wildly unpopular Spartan Ops mode. Yes, you have to play that. And it's like, the story is no longer something that your average person can put in and enjoy. If you are completely new to the Halo franchise, any of you watching out there, that Halo 5 was your first game and you played the campaign, what do you think of it? Did you even understand it? Did you understand jack shit? Did you even like it? But people could jump into Halo 3, understand its story, be able to enjoy it, be able to invest in it, and enjoy the characters and the story and what it had to offer. And Halo 5 doesn't have that. It doesn't create an emotional connection with people. It might for you, but for most people it just doesn't. It's like, I don't care about Locke. I don't give two shits about him. Why should I care? What is he doing that makes me care? He's hunting the chief. Why should I give two shits about that? So we can see the mismanagement in two big factors of Halo that were essential components to its success. Campaign, a story that not everyone can enjoy now. Anyone can play Halo Combat Evolved. I played Halo Combat Evolved when I was in the second grade. The second grade, I was like 7. I understood the story. I was able to enjoy it. I knew who the villains were, what they were doing. I knew what Halo did. I was invested in it. It was an M-rated game. It was bloody. And I was invested into it. As I grew older and replayed it over and over and over again, I got more of it as I grew older and as my brain grew. As my brain grew, so did my understanding of the story and why those past games are so good. Because even a child, even a second grader, can understand Halo Combat Evolved. And yet here I am, having played the Halo games for 14 years, and Halo 5's story is utterly baffling to me. Its lack of continuity, its lack of connection with Halo 4, the fact that so much of the material is not in the game or even in a manual that comes with the game, but it's spread out. The story is taken from the game and pushed over to a book or thrown over into another TV series. And it's like, that's no way to tell a story. Now, if those two components were the only parts of Halo 5 that were neglected or mismanaged, that would be one thing. And to list all of those sub-communities in a single video, that's a monumental task, right? I bet this video is going to be too long as it is, and yet I won't have enough time to talk about the neglect for the people in the communities that make this game possible, that make the community healthy, make it fun, fresh, that make everyone happy. I don't have the time in one video to sum that up. But you look at Forge, right? For 2 months, no Forge. And it's great that it's incredible and that the things possible with Forge is absolutely insane. But we didn't have it for 2 months. And you can't change that. It's like, you gotta deliver strong. And when your game launches with such a large portion missing, you lose people immediately. You lose respect. You lose fans. You lose money. The game is totally online, meaning if you try to play Halo 5 without Xbox Live or without an internet connection, you have the campaign. And that's it. Period. That's all you have. You can't play split screen campaign. You can't play custom games campaign. You can't even Forge offline. Like, what the fuck is going on? Forge is an online mode now? Why is that necessary? You know? It's like, everywhere you look in Halo 5, there is evidence of bad decision making, of mismanagement. You look in the theater, it was fucking broken. Completely, utterly broken. Almost to the point of being unusable. I remember, I made this video, Star Halo 64, and I was going to get footage in it, and It took so long just to find my player in the fucking game. And sometimes it's like your name is changed.
But then on the clip from the theater, if we re-watch it, this exact same clip from a different angle, my gamertag is now changed to RoRoFCN44.
Why would you change my name in a game, in theater? What the fuck is going, like, what is even happening? What's happening in theater is not what happened in the game, and it ruins the clips. I can't get good clips. I can't make the videos now. Your theater is fucking busted, so people like me, video producers, content creators for you, we're being neglected. Your theater's fucking broken. You can't go to the campaign theater. That doesn't exist. So it's like, again, neglect. Communities that are suffering. And if you think about that analogy I made about demolition in Call of Duty, apply that to 20 different game modes. Apply that to even 15 game modes. And that's the result that you have, is that people have their own favorite thing with Halo. Everyone loves, their own things. A lot of people love the same things. But for me personally, like I said in Call of Duty, I love demolition. In Halo 5, I love infection, right? But it took 7 months for me to get what I wanted, for them to provide it for me. And what is the worst part of all of this is that Halo 5 is being so monetized that it's absolutely disgusting. It's gross. It's so in my face, and it pisses me off, man. I don't get pissed often, but the fact that you gotta get expanded material for the story, right? If you want to play with your friends, you gotta get another Xbox, another copy of the game in Xbox Live. If you want to get access to armor or anything, the rec system is monetized. The customization, monetized. The weapons, monetized. And you think, oh, but there's free DLC, there's monthly updates, right? The rec pack sales contribute to that. And we get prize pools for a tournament, and we get new content, right? Wrong. It doesn't provide for that, okay? If you're thinking that right now, you're absolutely wrong. That's a common misconception. Maybe with the tournament, maybe. But if you look at pictures of the updates, they had them planned in advance. This was what they were going to do for the next 8 months. That signals one of two things. Either that the game is utterly incomplete and it needs an extra 8 months of development, but we're still going to release it 8 months early, or two, we're getting free content. Big team battle. You think it's necessary to wait a month for that? You really think it's necessary to wait 7 months for Infection, the third most popular playlist of Halo? Do you think that's good for the overall health of your game? Fuck no. You think microtransactions make up for that loss of players and people? Fuck no. If you think that, Microsoft 343, you're even stupider than I thought. You're even more incompetent than I thought. Now, the big misconception, guys, is that 343 is responsible for all these problems, right? It's not 343. It's the management of 343 and of Microsoft and the people that make the decisions that cause this decline. That cause this decline in profits, in players, in popularity, in top 10 lists, a decline in ratings, a decline in quality of content, a decline in the content offered on day one. That's the cause. Management. So the monthly updates were planned in advance. It's not like if people didn't buy rec packs that Microsoft was going to say, sorry, we're not doing the updates anymore. We can't afford it. We're out on the streets, guys. We can barely put Halo 5 on the shelves 8 months before it was ready, right? We can barely do that. So we can't do the updates, right? You didn't give us enough money for rec packs. No way in hell was that going to happen. No way in hell were they not going to do the big tournament that they had, the HCS, if we didn't pay for microtransactions. So if you paid for that thinking you were supporting something, you were probably manipulated, my friend, and I'm sorry. And the tournament. If you think $2 million going to a tournament in any way, shape, or form makes Halo 5 better or justifies microtransactions, allow me to say that is fucking stupid, okay? That's just fucking stupid. Microsoft is a multi-billion-dollar company. Halo is their biggest franchise. They don't need your goddamn help funding this. Are you crazy? You think a multi-billion-dollar company needs help coming up with $2 million? They don't. They don't need any help with that. They're gonna do it on their own. But if they can squeeze a little bit more money out of you by saying, hey, help us out, I mean, why not? And so now we're getting to the big point of this whole video. And that's, what can we do? What can we do to stop this decline and to turn things around? What can we do as Halo fans, as YouTubers, as anyone, as people with a keyboard, with a mouth, with a voice worth speaking and having their voice worthy of being heard? What can we do? We can make videos like this, right, that really illustrate those points and what is failing, why it's failing and why it's losing money. We can post comments, you know, we can like videos, we can watch videos, we can subscribe to Halo YouTubers, we can post things on Halo Waypoint, we can tweet things at employees and at Microsoft and at whoever, and people have been doing a great job of that, guys, and you just need to keep it up, because this is a battle of politics. If people don't complain about Big Team Battle, Griffball, or a bad campaign, or lack of a file share, or things like that, are they gonna feel inclined to fix it? Probably not. Literally the first thing we got in the first update was Big Team Battle. You could tell that they wanted Warzone to replace Big Team Battle, because there are no developer-made Big Team Battle maps. Warzone is meant to replace Big Team Battle, but the fans were not having that shit. Okay, you can't replace Big Team Battle. I don't know if you ever ran around on an avalanche with a warthog and got lasered by people, but that shit was way too fucking fun to be replaced. It's a battle of politics. It's a big group of people coming together and saying, we need to have this. If we are going to give you $65, we need to have a file share. We need to have split screen. We need to have Forge on day one. We need to have competent storytelling in a Halo game, and not a game that neglects its fans, that neglects its sub-communities. And by making our voices heard, they know what they're doing wrong, and hopefully they can fix it. They can bring it upon themselves. Microsoft, 343, the management, everyone, they can pull it together and bring it back from the decline. We have the power here, guys. We have the power. If there's nobody to purchase Halo 5, if there's nobody to play it, to buy into the microtransactions, right, then it's dead. Without us, they don't have anything. They have no audience. So our voices are the important ones. But the bottom line is please speak up. You know, we all love Halo. If you're watching this video, if you're up to this point, you probably love Halo. And you're probably like me, and you're very upset and sad with how things have been going. And I just want to say that all the Halo YouTube channels, almost all of them, have absolutely great content. And I don't want to in any way say that you guys need to make videos just like me, just like Actman. No. You guys do what you love. Do what videos you like and what feels right to you. And if you're ever upset with something, if you're ever upset with the direction, if you ever want things to change, or if you want to feel like you have some sort of impact in that, you can always make a video, guys. You know, don't feel pressured into making those videos, but don't totally exclude it, because we all have the power to change. Halo YouTubers especially, guys. You guys have an incredible power. You have an audience. You have captivated people. You've made them happy. You've provided this great content that we love and enjoy. As well as myself, people feel the same way about me, and that's an incredible feeling. And to be able to use the power that I have, the limited power that I have with my channel, and bring up some issues and talk about things, that's an incredible feeling. I look at my Halo 5 UI video, a video that has 35,000 views, or something like that. 35,000 people clicked on that video just to see how bad Halo 5's UI was. That's crazy. But in that video, I make a bunch of statements about things missing, glitches here and there, the post-game carnage report, and a lot of those things were things that people talked about on Waypoint or Reddit or here or there or in other videos. But the post-game Carnage report got at it. It's fantastic. The UI is much better, guys. I really feel like that video did something. You know, maybe not on its own, but as a group of big people, we came together and said the UI needs to change. Big team battle needs to be here now. And those things happened. You can see the positive results, guys. And so something needs to be done, guys. We have the power to change. We have the power to change. I don't want to hate on 343. You know, I think deep down they really do want to make the best game that they can, you know, and I think with the recent update and all the interaction with people that they've been doing, I really believe that, guys. What the problem is 343 is a subsidiary of Microsoft, meaning it's a piece of Microsoft. Bungie was separate. So if someone at Microsoft says to Frank O'Connor, you need to make a squad-based game, you need to double down on co-op, you need to get rid of split screen at the same time, is he going to do that, or is he going to jeopardize his job, the position that he has, and refuse and maybe get fired for someone to replace him and make the decision that he didn't want to make? No, dude. That's the issue here, is that if Microsoft says something, they have to do it. Yeah. Think of their position, guys. Really think of their position before you post any hateful comments or before you say fuck 343 and do you think 343 cares about this game, wants to make it as good as they can, and that it's just the management behind the scenes, the decision making of the higher ups that is screwing things up? Or do you think that they just don't give a fuck and they come in to work and they well, I'm not gonna add a file browser today, well, I'm not gonna add infection until 7 months later? Like, really think about it, guys. Bottom line, guys, the Halo fans, the Halo YouTubers, and the Halo community is the ones with the power here. We just have to get together. And that's how we get change. That's how politics works. And Halo is no different from that. So I hope I made some kind of sense in this video. I didn't really script or rehearse myself that much as I normally do, but these were just kind of thoughts that have been swirling in my head for a long time, and it feels good to get it out, to make a video. I'm really happy with my channel and with everything, and despite all the problems, I'm really happy with some of the things in Halo 5 and the community, and just how much fun I can have doing this channel and doing my videos and playing Halo 5, you know, even despite all of that. So Halo still has that. And I just want to say thanks to all you Halo YouTubers out there that have been making great content. Thanks to all you guys that watch the videos. Thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks to everyone. And I just want to thank you guys all for watching this video till the end. And I really do appreciate it. And I hope and I dream that we can come together and make a change. Please post your comment. Have your voice be heard. That's the whole flipping point. Have your voice be heard. Alright? This is the Act Man signing out. Peace!